All right, my Aquarian friends, let's pull a couple of oracle cards here. Actually, let's pull this one first and we'll do the other one at the end. All right, my Aquarian friends, let's get busy. Let's pull a Wisdom of the Hidden Realms oracle card for you for the first half of the year, January through June. So what is it you need to see for the first half of the year? One card for my Aquarian friends. I think that's it right there, right? The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. Well, my Aquarian friends, that meets up with what we have going on here in March. So let's see what's going on here for you. January seems to be a little bit of a struggle. Victorious, but still a little bit of conflict, a little bit of a struggle. You might have some trouble holding on to your finances there. You might be trying to build something of stability, perhaps a nest egg, a savings, and that's going to be perhaps a little trying there in January, but you will remain victorious. You know, it's tiring though, it's exhausting. The Five of Swords is an exhausting energy. It's like, enough. What happens here in January for my Aquarian friends? Hold on to your money, I would say, in January. And we have the Page of Swords. So I would say to you that if you have something that you want to spend on, if you have something that you need to take care of, whether it's holding on or spending, because the Four of Pentacles can work both ways, I would say you need to look at it very closely, very carefully, my Aquarian friends, in January. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, and withholding. So in February, it's time to move forward here. The Six of Coins, the Six of Cups, rather, is, as I said, your children, the past. It could be a very generous offer, and it looks like there is one coming. So this might be first contact, and your thought process is moving forward. Your thought process is changing here in February, my Aquarian friends. So how is that going to help you there with the Six of Cups? February, one card, please, for my Aquarian friends. And there it is, the Knight of Swords. So not only is your thought process moving forward after you investigate these things, but it is going to bring in some sudden changes. This change of, it feels like it's an about face. Your thought process is changing and you are moving forward with some things that are changing very quickly. Now be careful, the Knight of Swords does speak without thinking sometimes. So in February, you might want to watch your tongue. I didn't look up Mercury retrograde, but you might want to do that. See if it is in February. I'm almost positive it is. So be careful there. Pardon me. So let's look at March here with the Six of Pentacles. We talked about that generosity, that financial generosity. So if perhaps there is a shortage here and you're holding on in January, your thought process has changed. And now we're looking at things from a generous capacity. Either someone is being very generous with you, or it might be this connection coming in, my friends. Generosity, receiving, and withholding, the Lady of the Gifts. So which one are you? I think this has to do with all year. What gifts are you generous with? What gifts are you receiving? And what gifts are you withholding? What's happening here? The Six of Pentacles for my Aquarian friends in 2020. 2020. Are we going to have 2020 vision here? What's happening with this? Thank you. Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Well, you know, don't fight it off if someone is willing to or interested in giving you some sort of generosity, my friends. Don't fight it off. On the other hand, if this is you standing your ground and saying, no, I'm sorry, you know, you're asking me to be generous and I have walls and boundaries up, then stand your ground, stand your boundaries. Tell me one more card, please, for the Six of Pentacles here for our, oh, there it is, Aquarian friends, the Death card. So things are going to be changing here. So you might be feeling very generous despite having these boundaries, despite having these standards, despite, you know, defending yourself, it feels like. Defense mechanisms. Okay? Sometimes you have to let people in. You have to let situations come to fruition. So now where are we? January, February, March, April here. April, Knight of Cups, an offer, an emotional offer coming in, and we have the Two of Swords. So there is the Knight in shining armor coming in with an emotional offer. Now, it does not have to be romantic, but it is an emotional situation, and you need to make a decision on it. One that's not going to be an easy decision there in, that's April. That's April. In April. Knight of Cups, April. So perhaps someone's coming back from the past in April. I need one card, please, for the Knight of Cups in April for my Aquarian friends. One card, please, for the Knight of Cups in April, my Aquarian friends. The Hierophant. Ooh, so there's an offer of perhaps a commitment. Well, the Hierophant can be a number of things, my friends. So if you've had boundaries up here with someone and a connection here in March, in April, there's going to be an emotional offer, perhaps of a commitment. Now, we can look at this romantically and say it's a marriage or a vow or a committed situation, but we can also look at it from a business point of view where you have had, some generosity come in and you've got standards, and now it's transitioning, and now, the Hierophant can be a, pardon me, a contract. It can be some sort of obligation, some sort of structure that you enter into, and it's not an easy decision to enter into that. So where are we here? Coming into May, what is the good news that's coming in for you in May? The Page of Cups is generally a surprise, generally good news. Hermit might be from a Virgo person. The Page of Cups is telling me that you are on the right path. This is the path that you need to look at closely. The Page of Cups is good news about your path. You might even seek some counseling if this commitment is something that you want to take advantage of. What's happening here with the Page of Cups in May? May for my Aquarian friends. What's happening here for my Aquarians in May? News. Okay, so this Page of Cups, this news that you get in May might be a situation that you need to get some advice on, might be information that you are feeling a little bit challenged by. It might have to do with whatever's gone on here in earlier in the year. It's building up here, but there are still things that you are not aware of here in June. So there might be a little bit of confusion. You might need to seek some counsel or some guidance on this. And what's happening here in June here? June. June with the moon in June for my Aquarian friends. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, and withholding. What are you doing here in June with the moon? The moon is a card of confusion. It's also a card of reflection. It can be illuminating and clarifying, but it is also very murky sometimes. So you have to, the moon is also very emotional too. So what's happening in June for my Aquarian friends? June, thank you. The Queen of Wands. Well, I think you're focused on what you don't know, and it involves, really taking a real hard look at what's been going on. What's happening here in June for my Aquarian friends? Thank you. The Six of Cups, going back to this situation right here, my friends. So if it's your children, you're going to need to take a hard look and really focus on what's happening with them. If it is someone from the past, your thought process has changed, and now they are in your heart here. They're in your comfort zone. They are part of your emotional fabric here in June. And things are still a little bit murky. They're still a little bit challenging here, May and June. What's happening in July? I think July you formulate a plan here with the Knight of Pentacles, a successful plan, moving one foot ahead of the other, moving forward, still, weighing things out. In July, I think you're in perhaps assessment mode. You're looking at things from all different perspectives and trying to figure out where you're going, but you're holding yourself apart. Now, the Ten of Swords, what is ending here? The Ten of Swords. Was there some sort of situation that ended here that caused perhaps this sadness, the end of the year? What's happening here with The Knight of Pentacles. Are you, maybe you're ending this period of assessment. That's what I think it is. You're ending this period of assessment in July. You're finished with it. And in August, you know, you are seeing the passion and things have become a lot clearer. I think this passion, whatever it is, this new growth, the Ace of Wands, power you might have, comes into focus in August. What's happening here, my Aquarian friends? And you make changes. You make some changes. I think you see the possibility for new growth in August. It becomes very clear. It illuminates it here, and you reflect on whether or not you want to continue this. You're out of assessment mode. I think you feel like your plan is a good plan in July. In August, you see the possibility for new growth, and I think you are focused on it. I think you are moving forward with the changes that you need to make to bring it about. Now, in September here, Seven of Pentacles tells me that you've been very patient for this new beginning. You've been very patient waiting for what you've been planting to grow. This new beginning tells me that it is coming. The Judgment card moving, rising up out of the ashes. And what do we have here? The Ten of Pentacles. Perhaps blending your families. Perhaps this commitment finally takes shape here. The Ten of Pentacles can be abundance. You're waiting for that to pay off in your new beginning. But it can also represent family. And we've got children. We've got commitment. We've got, you know, comfort here. So it's a matter of, I think, playing out within your family. Tell me the Chariot card here for October. The Chariot card in October. Where are you moving in October? Are you traveling in October? Is this finally a victory for you in October? What's happening here? The Chariot card. The Chariot card. The Two of Pentacles. You're weighing out whether or not to move and feeling pretty good about what you've accomplished here. Now the Chariot card is a card of victory, my Aquarian friends, and I'd say that victory is yours come October. Successful, self-sufficient. What's happening now? We have the wish card out here for November. So what is it you wish for here in November, my Aquarian friends? The Four of Cups. You wish for satisfaction. I don't know that you've had it yet. All right, the Four of Cups is, a card of putting all of your energy into one cup, and it has never filled up. So has this situation that's playing out this year been satisfactory? I think you wish for satisfaction, and you are going to bring something to a close. Whatever has been dissatisfying is coming to a close, and I think that brings us here to December. And the Three of Swords, the pain, the sorrow, the heartbreak, the sadness, the grief. What's happening here in December, I'm sorry to say, my Aquarian friends? What's happening here in December for my Aquarian friends? The Ace of Wands, this new growth. I think you're making the changes, and perhaps, perhaps this is a change in direction for you. So what's coming out of this sadness, this new growth is coming out of the sadness and the heartbreak? Perhaps you're leaving it behind. The Lovers, a life-impacting choice in a partnership. Also the Gemini card, my Aquarius friends. So you've got some choices to make throughout the year, but then in December, I think you really do have to make a choice. What's been, oh my goodness. December's going to be, it feels like a difficult month for you, my Aquarian friends. But I think you're leaving this behind. I think you're leaving this sadness. Perhaps there was a betrayal here back in July with this situation that you didn't see clearly in June. And now it's time to make some changes. Perhaps take back your power in August. And things play out toward the end of the year. And you make a choice. I think a choice for your new passion, a choice for your partnership, a choice for your new growth. So let's pull a Spirit of the Animals Oracle card for your second half of the year. What's happening here for July through December? What do my Aquarian friends need to see July through December? Just one. One card, July through December. That one, thank you. Snow Leopard, self-reliance. You are strong, independent, and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So, I want to go back here to, where is it? Right here, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy. So if you are feeling like you need to be independent come October, you're going to do just that. You're weighing it out. That's the energy here. Decisions, the weighing out. Perhaps it's a financial weighing out, but I really think this is a personal situation. You're weighing out self-reliance, self-satisfaction, self-sufficiency. So you need to make a choice come the end of the year, my friends, my Aquarian friends. I do hope this finds you well. If you'd like a personal reading for any of these months or this situation, by all means, go to karmic1tarot.com where you'll see my services and my schedule. Please like, share, and subscribe. Those are very important aspects. And comment. I'd love to see what your comments are. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks very much.